Today we are talking about an exercise system the stars use, people like Madonna and Tiger Woods. It's called Gyrotonic, and what's nice about it is you can do it at the gym, but you can also modify the exercises and do them at home. Joining us now is Kathy Van Patten, a master trainer, head instructor, and owner of the Movement Center of Boston. And our models are Kachina and our cardiologist, Dr. Stephanie Moore, who's going to demonstrate how you can do the version of exercises at home, on your couch or on a chair. So very encouraging. This is, a lot of people have this New Year's resolution. They want to tone up, they want to lose weight. How can they do it using the Gyrotonic?
Well, the Gyrotonic is the ultimate exercise system. It's based on movements from gymnastics, swimming, dance, yoga, and Tai Chi. And it's really an exercise system for everybody, all levels, all abilities, all ages. We have clients that do it from 0 to 90. From the most deconditioned athletes to the most conditioned ultra athlete.
All right, I can picture a lot of women sitting at home saying, I want to look like her. So tell us, how you've been doing this for 2 years, right, Kachina? How does this work?
It's a pulley and weight system, traction system, and there's no impact on your joints. We move the spine in as many possible ways as we can. It's really limitless, the way that you can move your body in space.
How about you show us?
We'll show you some of the moves. So Kachina will start. She has her hands on the handle unit, and she's going to push the handles forward. There is resistance on this handle unit. As she pushes forward, she moves her spine forward, and then she uses her abdominals to curl back, and keeping her arms reaching forward. One more reach forward. And she has to really use her abdominals and her legs reaching down to curl back. Then she comes up straight, and we're at a spiral, so we move the spine in another direction, which is different from other exercise systems, and around and to the left. Most exercise systems work in a very linear fashion, so there's a lot of flexion. In Gyrotonic, we move the spine in all possible ways.
It seems as though you'd really need a coach too to work you through this.
You do. To begin, you really need some individual attention, but you can do it as a solo, individual with a teacher, or in a group class.
Is the key the resistance?
The resistance, but also there's another piece to this apparatus called the tower, and we use cables, weights, and pulleys, and you attach your hands and your feet to these cables and move in limitless ways in space, but it's non-impact. It's like you're swimming in the air.
Interesting. All right, let's have you walk over here to Dr. Stephanie. We've got about 2 minutes left. Show us some of the moves that you can do at home.
She can do the same thing Kachina just did by having her hands on her thighs and just looking up to the ceiling, moving her spine forward, and then coming back through the center and curling her spine, pushing through her legs and using her abdominals. One more, looking up, moving her spine forward, and then using her abdominals to curl her spine back.
Do you feel it?
I feel it from top to bottom in my spine, and I'm using my legs, my abdominals. It's work to keep my shoulders down. I think that this is very, very good for your core, which you need to do a lot of non-impact exercises.
Right.
And the first of the year, I've had patients in my office, I have to tell you, saying, I can't exercise, doc, because I can't have impact on my knees or hips.
Right.
So this is fabulous.
Right. And we'll do a spiral.
Okay.
Up, come back. Yeah, and you can just turn to the right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh.
So now you're moving your spine in a spiral.
Totally different way.
Totally different way.
And see how much you're adjusting me, like how my natural body wants to do different things, and you're adjusting me so much.
So we're giving you a little more mobility, then
Yep.
you can side bend. I actually rehabbed myself. I had a hip replacement 2 years ago, and I rehabbed with Gyrotonic.
Okay, now while we're doing this, since you're exercising her, we've got just a minute left. If you want to come to your place and you want to use the Gyrotonic equipment, how much is that going to cost?
If you do a private, it's between $75 and $80.
Okay.
But we do have small group that is 4 people only classes for $35 on the equipment, or group classes without equipment. That's called gyrokinesis, which is what Stephanie's doing right here on the stool and a mat, and that's $20.
All right, would you recommend it?
I would, and I'm wondering if you can mix the classes with home.
You sure can.
Okay, that makes it more
movements you can do at home.
Let's let you know that. If you'd like to try it out, you can call the Movement Center of Boston. The number's on your screen. And if you tell them you saw it on NECN, you can have a free session on the equipment. How about that? The Movement Center of Boston, 617-723-8090. That's it for this edition of Health Week. I'm Karen Swenson. Have a good and a healthy week.